Good morning. Oh, nothing like getting to the end of a project. All right, when I was done yesterday, I went ahead and reworked one of these that was bad. Basically, for some reason the arm got twisted up, so that's done. And the only very last thing is I already got the two on the bottom. Let's see, this one here is missing its bottom piece. So I got to flip that over, attach those two, and then put these three up there, and then we get to think about the next phase. It should go pretty quick. Fast forward. Good afternoon. Guess who's eating crow this morning? There was a deer right there. He just took off. Yeah, that happened. The good news is that these things are all still looking square. So this part of the work is semi-done. I can't believe it. All right, this is what happened. I was putting up the 8th one. No, what was it? The 7th one? No, it was the 8th one. Yeah, this one. The routine was lift it up with the excavator, grab it with the winch, pull it up with the winch, and then when I get it about here, I tap it over this edge so it can fall down the slot. So this 8th one was coming up, but I hadn't tapped it yet, so it was still sitting on this outer edge. Couldn't go down in. The unfortunate thing what I changed on this one, unfortunately, is I lengthened the winch. So I thought, well, it'd probably be better to have, instead of a sharp angle coming up, have a more of a flat angle. So I had a lot of cable out. Well, when I was bringing this one up, it got to about here, but because of all the weight on the cable and the way it was going, it just kept going. And it hit that edge, and with the weight of the cable and everything, it just kept going, and it just barely tipped. It hit this one, and boom, 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 all the way to the end. They all came down. The truck took some damage. And the windshield. I actually got lucky on the truck. I got a scratch here, scratch there, dent there, scratch there, and then it hit the windshield. And that's pretty much it. The windshield is $400. So it's 400 so far. The other two just landed on the back here. No issue. What a bummer. I was getting to the point where I was going to start putting on the support pieces. And this is like eating crow big time for me. The process is still good. Obviously, I have to take it a lot slower when I get close to vertical to get those bases locked in. I got the windshield scheduled for Monday at 1 or something. And I got a guy coming out to do some welding on site. He's $120 an hour. These all will stand up, fairly easily. And we got to get these welded back up. Probably the most torque that these things are going to see is when I'm standing stuff up. It's straight down, and it's also pull upward. So I think these can be repaired fairly easily. Famous last words. That one looks like it's a little bit of a problem. But it's just aluminum. And I think when I start to stand these things back up again, I could probably put a strap that goes probably around here and pull it to the one in front of it to give it added support for when I'm tilting these things up again. Anyway, I was rolling along here pretty good, and that just killed it. So we got a couple days off until this stuff is repaired, and then we will move forward. Very sad day. Also, this one bent. It's interesting. The only one that actually bent was the last one. And this is the one that had the support to hold it vertical. And right where I had 2 screw holes is where it bent. But I think that can be fixed as well. If not, I'll have to just buy one more and wait for that to come in. But again, I think I could get that back to straight and then put a couple pieces of aluminum welded to that, and it'll be strong as ever. Anyway, I'm going to show you the good and the bad. This is the bad. It'll probably put me back maybe, hopefully not a week. If this guy can weld all these on Monday, that would be awesome, because I could probably get these back up in a day or two. Then we'd be back to moving in the forward direction again. Boy, this was amazing. The other thing too, I can't believe it. The battery died probably 5 minutes before the catastrophe. It would have been an awesome video. I mean, I was sitting there going, no, you're not. I didn't get a chance to knock that over, and I just saw it just tip, and it's like slow motion hell. Boom, 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 just like you could imagine. All right, there's your update. I'll see you in, well, maybe hopefully when the welding starts. See you later.